All right, guys. So, welcome to our weekly wellness check in. Our theme this week is rest is part of success. So, rest is not laziness. Rest is a way for our minds and our bodies to be able to slow down and refocus, readjust, right? That's why pretty much all animals and us as humans, we all have those sleep cycles because that's our body's natural way of kind of rejuvenating and repairing it. And so it's always important that we get proper rest. Of course, the amount of time that they recommend individuals. So just find that sleep schedule that works best with you. And then, rest is also taking short breaks throughout the day. Rest is how not how, but it's a part of how we learn. It's a part of our memory. It's a part of emotional regularization. And it also affects our focus. And you guys probably have had those a period where you haven't got a lot of sleep, and it does tend to make you a little groggy and a little drowsy, and you can't really pay attention as well as when you get proper sleep, right? And so when here on the farm, not chasing the animals around, and I can actually get something done, is the times that they rest too. Even animals have a better sense of knowing what their bodies tell them. And so, animals know that rest matters. And, as humans, we often need example of that. And like I said, when the goats are being good on the farm, knock on wood, I'm actually able to get stuff done. So as coursework starts to become a little more demanding, we get that temptation of we just want to like go, go, go and just push through without stopping. That's definitely something the goats can relate to because, they're goats. So they're all about pushing through and headbutting through any situation they have. But once again, rest is a part of that too. And, short breaks can help you to return to an assignment, return to a task, and just have better focus. You kind of have those new eyes to look at your work, and all of that helps. So this week, just think about how you can build one intentional pause. Maybe you want to go stretches, just, take that time to just take a few deep, relaxing breaths, drink some water, maybe sit quietly, meditate, or do yoga, whatever you can do to take just like 3 to 5 minutes and step away from your computer screens, right? Step away from your phones, allow your brain and your body to take that moment to rest. And then, like I said, when you come back to your work or whatever task that is, you often have a new perspective on that. And so just remember, our bodies need rest and our brains need rest so that we are able to learn well. So, all right, guys, reach out for anything. Thanks. Bye.